Social environment in the workplace. The social environment in the workplace is the seventh determinant area of the swAge-model that affects whether an employee is able to and wishes to work. It is part of the determinant sphere social inclusion and participation for a sustainable working life for all ages. In order to create a healthy social environment in the workplace, Professor Lena Abrahamsson has described that certain factors must be in place. Physical risks and issues must be eliminated. Equipment and premises should be adjusted to people's different physical and mental prerequisites in order to facilitate work. Employees should experience self-management, participation, and influence in small and big matters. Employees should be able to influence the division of work, the work pace and way of working in relation to other people and to the technical system. Work should provide physical, intellectual, and cultural input, variation, social participation, context, learning, as well as personal and occupational development. The work should include balanced physical and mental workload, demands, and challenges. The workplace should be characterized by equality, fairness, respect, trust, a democratic leadership, and an open communication, as well as good opportunities for well-being and social support. The work should provide good opportunities to combine work with a substantial and sustainable life outside work. The social work environment is closely connected to the organization and management, groups and group processes, norms and roles, leadership, as well as learning in the organization. The manager has an important role in the social work environment, since the manager establishes the social environment of the work and workplace. The manager makes decisions regarding the four spheres of determination described in the swAge-model. The manager decides to take measures for the health effects of the work environment. In other words, a sound physical work environment, mental work environment, working hours, work pace, and the possibility of recuperation between and during work shifts. The manager makes decisions on financial measures, salary, and benefits. The manager affects norms and attitudes in the workplace regarding equality, respect, trust, justice, open communication, as well as possibilities for well-being and social support through their leadership. The manager organizes the employee's possibility of motivation and work satisfaction through making decisions regarding work tasks and work content, as well as the opportunity for knowledge and competence development. In other words, the manager holds great power in the organization and in creating a sustainable working life for all ages. Power and division of power is an important aspect of organizing work tasks. Influence is a reciprocal process. People let themselves be influenced due to different reasons and motives. Power can be practiced through reward power, for example, promotion, salary increase, recognition, pleasant treatment, etc. Coercive power, which is based on the possibility to cause negative consequence. There's legitimate power, which comes from a position of authority in a social structure. Referent power is based on a person's similarity, affiliation, and likability. Expert power is based on the access to knowledge and experience. Informational power is based on the access to valuable and requested information. Connection power is when an individual has good connections with influential people and gains power over others through these connections. Managing and leading an organization is synonymous to division of power and is important to the effectiveness of the organization and therefore the employees' opportunity to monitor their own work and their influence in the organization. Therefore, power and leadership in an organization are factors of importance to the employees' social work environment. There's a difference between a manager and a leader. A manager holds a formal position in the organization. A leader makes everyone strive towards a common goal and consciously or unconsciously decides on norms and attitudes in the organization. Therefore, the leader holds the actual power in the group. Another term that's widely used is management, which includes planning, organization, recruitment, leadership, and guides and controls an organization or a group towards a common goal. There are several leadership theories. The following are a few examples. McGregor's X and Y leadership theory, where an X-leader is described to have a negative perception of their employees as unmotivated and disliking their work, in need of an authoritarian leader who constantly directs them. A Y leader, on the other hand, believes in their employees, that they are motivated and want to work and are capable of and wishes to take responsibility. An authoritative leader is reminiscent of the theory X leader, and a democratic leader is on the other side of the spectrum, reminiscent of the theory Y leader. A laissez-faire leader avoids conflict and dodges all situations that may be experienced as unpleasant or that demand making decisions that may result in anyone being upset or angry. The laissez-faire leader ducks their leadership responsibilities and allows the group to manage themselves, which may result in informal subgroups, informal leaders, who make decisions and create norms and attitudes within the group. In this situation, exclusion and bullying may occur, since the group is dissatisfied and wants to find a scapegoat. Furthermore, the laissez-faire leader themselves may become the scapegoat. In a situational leadership, the leader perceives the employees as individuals with individual competence levels and needs, who require different kinds of support. For example, a newly recruited employee needs more support and help, and an experienced employee is able to manage themselves to a larger extent, which the situational leader allows them to do. In new situations, for example when introducing new technology, the situational leader is more supportive and coaching for the experienced employees as well, until the employees show that they can manage their own tasks yet again. There's a difference of opinion regarding what leadership style is the best and most appropriate. Furthermore, the need for a certain kind of leadership depends on the organization, the size of the organization, and what is produced. For example, an army and an advertising agency of 2 employees cannot be managed in the same way. In later years, the importance of age in working life has become apparent. The age of an employee affects several factors. Therefore, it's important to reflect on age when leading an organization and dividing work tasks, since age affects risks in the work environment, such as the risk of work injury, motivation, competence development, etc. However, it's important to understand how age can be defined in different ways, and that the different age definitions coincide with different determinant areas that affect whether an employee is able to and wishes to work. Furthermore, age coincides with different measures and spheres of determination, with the considerations an employee makes when deciding whether to leave the workplace or to keep working. A situational and age-conscious leadership takes the employee's chronological age, biological age, cognitive age, and social age into account as a natural part of the daily work, in employee interviews, and in the systematic work environment management, since it affects the work situation and associated risks. To conduct an age-conscious and situational leadership, one can use the swAge-model as a reference and tool for reflection when leading an organization and dividing work tasks. Please take a few moments to consider and reflect on the following questions. What leadership style do you practice? Do you consciously use any theoretical model when you manage and divide work in your organization? Does the swAge model work as a frame of reference and reflection in your leadership?